Yeah, I'm bewildered, absolutely bewildered. Can't believe I haven't found any fish where I thought I'd find some.
I've got around about an hour of light left to play with, and I wanted to get on here the following morning. Time to locate the fish.
I found absolutely zero sign of fish out there. It's around 10 to 11 feet, 5 or 6 foot off that landing stage there. Right, we're gonna put this away now, and I'm gonna try over the other side. So this is the one where you can usually guarantee there's going to be fish out there. Swim 13, as you can see there. If my memory serves me correct, it's around about 13 feet deep, just where that duck is now. Well, I think it might be a coot, I can't see very well, but yeah, let's give it a go. So we're at about 30 yards now. We've got 13 feet 8 inches. Another 20 yards or so is where the fish usually held up. Around about 40 yards now. It's just dropped off a touch, just over 9 feet there. So another 5 yards or so, it's where the fish are usually held up. Boat struggling on this chop. It's a Vulcan X, great boat on calm weather, in calm weather. But as soon as you get a lot of chop on the water, they do tend to struggle a little bit. Right, I'm not far off the fish now. Oh, I hope I'm not far off the fish. This is where they usually are. Let's just hover around here a little bit, give the sonar a little bit of time to do its stuff. It's about right there, isn't it? Just circle around here a little bit. Maybe go a touch further. Nothing. Not a fish in sight according to this. Okay, so I've moved around 4 or 5 inches, 4 or 5 yards to the right of where we usually find the fish. Let's keep going to the right. Feel the rain coming now. No big deal though, I've got my waterproofs on, so I should be alright. A bit further right. You can see here on the screen, look, the bottom's really firm. The light colour in there indicates gravel, and the green there is just a very fine sprinkling of soft stuff, which usually leaves a little bit choddy, but it's very fine there. But you can see the more I go to the right, the more rubbish there is on the bottom. That's quite dense, but I did know that was there because I've fished this swim quite a few times. I don't think there's any point going further right, but I'll just go anyway, just out of curiosity. You see there we shallowed right up now, 4 feet 6 inches, 4 feet 3, so I'll be amazed if there's anything here. So I'll come back off the island again, move back over to the left, come in a touch closer as well. I'll be honest with you, this is unreal. I know these sonars, they aren't completely reliable in terms of fish finding. Well guys, I'm flummoxed. I have no clue. Can't believe it, can't believe I haven't found any fish where I thought I'd find some. I found a couple underneath the surface over there, about 4 feet under the surface, so it says, but I don't know whether to trust that reading. But they've got to be somewhere. There's a lot of fish in here. Jesus. Yeah. yeah, I'll keep looking. There was supposed to be a really deep hole down here, about 39 feet, I think it says on the website, but I don't know what's happening there. I couldn't find any deeper than 14 feet 9, I think it was. Yeah, 14 feet 9 inches. That was the deepest I found. But I certainly can't find 39 feet. It's 3 degrees today, by the way, but it feels a hell of a lot colder than that because of the wind chill. But at least I'm moving around anyway. That's helping me keep warm. Apart from my hands. But yeah, I don't know whether it's worth sending the boat out this side just for 15 minutes or so. I think I might do that. So just the other side of that duck board now. 5 feet 2. And I'm about 3 yards off the island. Just under 4 feet there. That's a nice clean edge to that island, which is nice in terms of I haven't got to worry about snagging my boat up or anything there. So a bit further to our left, I'm going to come off the island a little bit more and see if we can find a proper drop off. See if it's a steady incline or a sudden drop. No, steady. 4 feet 9. Right, we're about 4 yards off now. 5 feet 6. 5 yards. 6 foot 6. About 6 or 7 yards off the island now, and it's dropped down to 8, 9 foot. Right. Twelve 1, 13 1. Another drop off there down to 13 8. That's a nice little spot. We're about in the middle now between the camera and the island, so that's about what is it? It's about 20 yards now where the boat is from the bank here, and that is a nice spot there, proper flat, 14 feet, which should be nice this time of year. We haven't got the distance for the fish to feel safe though. That's just the only negative thing for me. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go further out there where the fish might feel relative safety, so give that a quick blast. Send the boat out there. There's no point me going much further because that's where I was putting the boat out from the other side, if you remember, so no point doing that. But I'll go further over to that island. Need to slow the boat down, otherwise it's not going to be very accurate on the readings. Just come a bit further to the right here. $13.5. The boat's had some welly today. Next port of call is that duck board there in the distance. I'm going to give that a quick go. So I'll move down here a touch so we don't lose connection and give that a go. So yeah, that'll do for today. I'm going to head back to the caravan, grab me tea, and before that I'll probably put all the batteries on charge, get them sorted ready for tomorrow. I'll tell you what, if I do find fish on this now and I'm confident that the reading is accurate, then I'm going to save that point ready for tomorrow. I've got about 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 3 safe points on here, so that'll be quite handy. So we've got 10 feet deep there with a load of weed on the bottom, so I would say that's a good spot for fish. Let's get a little bit closer to that duck board. More weed. Battery's running low on my phone. More weed there. Look at that. But I reckon there'll be fish there, you know. I'm about 7 or 8 yards off that duck board. Come off a bit further away from that weed. This is a great spot in the summer, this is. You'll find most people, if you ever come down here, you'll find a lot of people fishing this side with the bait boats over to that duck board there. It's a really good holding spot in the summer. Anywhere here now where the boat is. Right, I'm going to set the bivvy up here. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't been out for about 5, maybe 6 weeks now. Still ice on that. Let's show you how cold it is. So it's barbless only here. There we go. Little hinged stiff rig. Right, we only want a sprinkling of these. Oh, it's a bit weird, this is, using a boat on here. There was a really, there's quite a strong crosswind on here, and as I was taking the boat out, the line just wouldn't sink, so it was sort of arcing to my left hand side, and there was a hell of a lot of slack. But I'm using a really heavy lead, so I managed to tighten up without moving the rig once I dropped it, so that was a bit of a bonus. So yeah, on that rod I'm fishing 12 wraps out, and on my other rod I've underarm swinged it probably about 5 rod lengths out, which is around 14 feet deep, maybe a little bit more. So I've just sprinkled a few boilies over there, probably 7, maybe 8, and on the other rod, the one I told you about, 12 wraps, well, you saw what I put out there. What was probably about the same, wasn't it? 7, maybe 8 boilies, something like that. But yeah, it's really cold. The rain's holding off, which is a little bit of a bonus. But yeah, what time we got? It's 20 past 8. There's another 2 anglers turned up over the other side. Confidence rating out of 10, it's probably a 2 or a 3 at the moment. But some things could change. I think I'm just basing that on the fact that it's really cold. It's February. Where are we today? I think it's either the 18th or the 19th of Feb today. And I also haven't seen any fish moving. And yesterday, obviously, taking the boat out and that and not finding any fish, that's yeah, that's put a little bit of a dampener on it, to be honest. But you never know, do you? You just never know. Oh, look at this. Special delivery. Bacon sandwiches and a nice frothy coffee. She's a good one. Woohoo! For those of you that follow my channel will know that I've done a review on this Fox Easy Shelter, and I tell you what, for quick erect quick pack down. It's brilliant. But today is the first time I've used it in windy conditions. And when I say windy, we're getting gusts of around 20 to 25 mile an hour at the moment. And this is shockingly poor. The top of the bivvy now, or the shelter, is around about 2.5 feet from my chest here. And when we get a gust, it's literally folding in to around about here. So a good 2 feet. And I just can't relax. I can't relax at all. It's like I just get the feeling it's going to take off. So yeah, guys, in windy conditions, this is poor. Shockingly poor. Boat's really struggling in this wind. And there goes the shelter again, folding in on itself. Bloody hell. Nightmare.
Well, with heavier winds forecast for the early evening, I decided to begrudgingly accept the blank, pack down and head back to the caravan.